Welcome to the bdussy podcast.
Just hearing that makes it 10 times funnier than what we thought.
Do you want to redo that and just have us both say it?
Oh, definitely not. It's way better when you do it.
Why?
Because you do it in that weird voice.
Welcome to the bdussy podcast.
Exactly. So, today, we're going to talk about how my mother got a hold of, I think it was 6,000 pounds of raspberries.
I thought it was 1,000, Jesus.
No, it was a lot of fucking raspberries. She also got a few
God.
blackberries and a few other things, but... Oh, God. This is probably going to be a long story because I don't know how to speak.
Yeah, you never know how to speak.
You are correct, but...
That has factual evidence.
That is factual. But, I don't even know the whole story, to be completely honest. Because they literally came here and was like, let's go get raspberries, let's go get raspberries. And all of them were asking was why. They're like, we have 6,000 pounds of them now. I went, why? And they're like, truck flipped over.
Bitch,
Like,
what?
That's
Is that really what happened?
Yes! I was
Oh
like,
my god.
why do we have 6,000 pounds of raspberries? Truck flipped over.
Did you just find it on the side of the fucking road?
No, it was, he owns a trucking, or, he owns a company. And he used to truck for a living.
Okay.
So he knows a few people that own businesses, and every single time there's a flip or a crash where the products aren't good anymore,
Yeah.
they can literally just go over there and grab them. Probably isn't legal. Do I care? No, because I didn't do it.
It's not legal if you don't get caught.
Wait a second. Did you say that correctly?
Wait.
It's not legal if you don't get caught?
It's not. Wait. It's legal if you don't get caught. There you go.
Anyway. So we get a pallet of them. Maybe a pallet and a half. We bring it here. We don't have enough room to store them.
Bruh.
So we literally have, as you can see by the banner of this YouTube channel, that's literally a bathroom full of raspberries. And there were more than that. We filled up a freezer, an entire fridge,
Bruh.
and we still had that many. The funny thing is, our fridge and freezer broke. We're still waiting on another one.
Wait, the freezer broke too?
Yeah, all of it wasn't working. The compressor broke on it.
Oh, bruh.
I don't know how that even happened, but it does. Now, are you gonna do worse this time? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's just a few seconds.
Since I can't see anything, since we're blocking the thing to stay anonymous, he's playing, what is it, Splitgate?
Yeah.
And he's doing technically a speedrun thing. And he keeps on getting stuck on a few parts, and it's really funny.
Oh, screw you.
But, you're welcome, buddy.
I'm slowly getting better.
Eh.
I went from like a minute 40 to a minute 3.
Yeah, over how many times?
Like 4 times.
Eh. Anyway.
You're like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Anyway. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the raspberries.
Fucking raspberries.
Oh, fucking raspberries. There were so many raspberries.
Bruh.
But,
I fucked up.
yeah, you did. But I'm pretty sure I told the whole story. Wait, what am I forgetting? Oh yeah, we still have almost 5,000 pounds of raspberries.
Where the fuck are they then?
In a storage freezer.
Oh.
Like a commercial storage freezer.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's not reasonable by any means, but...
Makes sense. Never said it was reasonable.
I don't think anybody would ever say it's reasonable.
Yeah, totally.
Unless they own a
reasonable.
business, in which case that is. Can you please continue that?
What?
Battlefield 1.
I want this camera to do it.
I'm really scared to do it. I'm a big birthday. I'm at the birthday.
Freaking bdussy.
Welcome to the bdussy podcast.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
It is. Why did we name it that?
I don't fucking know. You're the one that named it.
I'm pretty well, where do you even get that from? Because you just said it yesterday and it was hilarious.
There's a TikTok I saw and it's a song. I think it's by DaBaby or something. And it's but hang on.
Don't play it.
I'm not. I'm trying to find the song. I'm trying to find the name in case they want to look it up.
Because I don't want this to get copyright stricken and I just have to
Stricken.
and I just have to take it on the first episode.
I'm pretty sure a 10-second clip would be fine.
I don't want to risk that.
I'm not. Hang on. I'm trying to find the song.
You better stop. Why is there so much stuffing coming out of this bellow?
Because the side's broken.
You were no lion.
You're not lying.
You know why you always lying? Oh my God! Stop fucking lying.
You're a fucking cunt, Harry. I think I said that backwards.
What?
You're a hairy cunt, pussy.
What? This is so confusing. Just out of nowhere. You're a fucking cunt, daddy. Wait, no, I said the backwards. How?
Oh my gosh.
You're a pussy, Harry.
Booty, dick, and pussy. The song, I think it's,
Dog shit bags, a dog shit bag, a dog shit, dog shit, dog shit.
Moneybags Yo, Trickin'.
That was disgusting.
4 out
Nice.
of 10.
More like a 2 out of 10. Don't flatter yourself.
Rude.
Rude.
You fucking rude.
Should we talk about my grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay, so the funny thing is,
Imagine she dated Hitler.
which grandmother are you talking about?
Grandma.
I was talking about Karen. It's gonna be 10 times funnier.
Yeah, true.
So
So you said grandma, and my only mind was fucking grandma.
true. She's fixing to turn what 99?
in August.
Yeah, August 21st, I think, is when we're celebrating her birthday.
Holy shit, that's like 3 days after Ellie's. Hers is the 19th.
And hers is on Wednesday.
Huh?
Or Thursday.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't blurt her name out, though.
Yeah. I used Ellie. They don't know her full name.
True. Anyway.
And 10 to 1, eventually at some point she'll probably make an appearance.
True. There's definitely like a 9% chance that she will.
Yeah.
But, what was her name? Oh yeah, she's fixing to turn 99. And, there's no way you can't like her.
There really isn't. She's only ever gotten mad at me like once since I've been here. And that was when your dad was drinking when the whole shit with your mom happened.
Yeah.
And they got home with food, and she was mad because Sophia didn't get food first, basically. So she kind of yelled at me for a minute, but then she apologized like 10 seconds after.
Yeah. Even when my sister came out, she was like super religious and like, that's a sin. You can't do that. But as soon as she came out, she was like, you're my granddaughter. I respect your decision. And I'll love you forever.
Pride flag.
And exactly, every single year when the Pride Parade goes through Austin,
Yeah.
she tells Bethany, you should go and I'll support you the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't use her name.
There's a million Bethanys in the world.
You know what? True.
And plus, they don't even know who we are in the first place.
True. But they know our voice and they know who she is.
Fucking.
Yeah. Fucking. Which one are you playing?
Skyrim.
Oh, I was thinking it was one of the Fallouts.
No.
Anyway, well, there's like no way you can't love her.
Really, there isn't.
Like, she. Okay, so there's. Right before my mother moved back in,
Yeah.
we were all talking while we were getting her stuff ready.
Nicotine addict.
And, yes, very much so. Where's mine? Here it is.
Good job.
Fuck you.
No, for real.
Here.
Fuck it.
Coronavirus.
Bruh.
If you don't know, this was definitely recorded in Rona times.
This was recorded in 2021.
No, really?
In case somebody watches it and didn't look at the date.
I mean, we're probably not going to post this today.
Well, yeah, exactly.
To be honest, I should probably find a way to start uploading stuff from my phone onto the computer.
Literally plug it in.
I don't have a cord that works with it.
You don't have a USB to USB-C.
I have this, but it's a magnetic one and it's only used for charging.
If you literally, they're like, I got a pack of 7.
I'm
I
pretty
actually
sure
have
there's
a little
one in my
3-foot.
mom's car.
I literally have a 3-foot one that I got a 7-pack of. If you want, I can give you one.
That might work.
And it does work because I use it with mine all the time.
Don't you have it on you right now?
Yeah.
Totally use that in a minute.
Or
But,
in a few hours.
True.
Because for all we know, this fucking podcast can go on for like 3 hours.
Hell, it could go on for another 10 minutes before I, like, ask me this.
Yeah. And then hit us later and be like, let's do this again.
Yeah. To be completely honest, if this fails, we're gonna continue doing it.
Yeah.
Like, just random times, random dates, we're just gonna be like, we should probably do that again. Or we're gonna be having this really weird conversation.
And just be like, let's fucking record
and then
this.
be like, we gotta record this. But, what were we talking about?
Holes.
Holes.
Whores.
Whores. Okay, there's this show.
No, we're
Me
talking
and
about
you-
Karen.
Screw her. We were watching this show the other day. It's called Beastars.
Beastars.
The funny thing is, the preview of it is of... Okay, so the whole entire, like, show is about animals that
Trying to
look like
fuck each
humans. That too, but it's animals that look like humans. So... I'm trying to think of a way to explain this that doesn't make me sound pervy.
Just say it.
They're animals that are like humans, but they can like other species.
Interspecies.
It's the same fucking thing. Fuck you. Anyway, but I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. But the preview of the show is literally of a wolf talking to a rabbit. Not even talking, thinking about this rabbit. I mean, like, I can't talk to her. Oh my god! Oh my god! And then near the end, like, the very last episode, like the last 5 seconds, spoiler alert, by the way, I don't want to say this and people be like, oh, I was watching it, I want to see what happened. If you're actually watching that right now and you like it, skip maybe, 10, 30 seconds ahead?
I haven't, remember, I'm not that far.
Oh shit, you weren't awake.
No.
Yeah, you were, we were watching it together.
No, we weren't. No. Because I fell asleep and I woke up to you watching it. I only watched that last episode.
Exactly.
Watching. And
So you've already seen that scene.
I wasn't paying fully. The whole fight scene.
No, the very end, where they were next to that tree.
No, I wasn't paying attention to that point.
Well, do you want me to tell you, or do you want to close your ears?
I don't care. I'll watch it later and tune when I'll forget anyway.
True. But, in the very last scene before the credits roll, they get into this, it's not even an argument. He literally says, I'm leaving school, and she's like, I can't believe you. Like, I don't know what you're thinking about it all the time. Come back with new scars every day. And she's like, I'm just gonna go get a boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what? No, you can't do that. And she's like, what you gonna do? He's like, well, I don't, I need to think about it. But at the very beginning, he tries to devour her. Because they're still carnivores and herbivores. At the very beginning of the actual show, not the preview,
literally basically tackles her and...
No, not even that. The very first scene in the show...
Yeah, he tackles her and tries to bite her.
No, that's not the very first scene. The very first scene is of Tim dying.
Oh, yeah.
And I won't spoil the character...
development.
Yeah, of figuring out who actually killed him. But... So there's this... What, alpaca?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's this alpaca. Why do I say alpaca?
Dumbass.
Why do I always say alpaca? Look that up and see if that's an actual thing. Alpaca.
It's just alpaca with a double L.
Alpaca. No, and a C. Alpaca. Nope. Alpaca, yeah. Hold on, we're searching this up right now to see if I'm just really stupid and can't pronounce something, or if I'm thinking of something else. Alpaca. I think I'm trying to say alpaca. Yes, but thinking of a pelican.
To alpaca.
Yeah, I'm just stupid. Anyways, there's an
pelican.
Alpaca.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a pelican while saying alpaca. Alpaca. God.
Oh, I'm just saying, if anybody fucking from our school watches this, or your school watches this, they'll know your laugh.
Oh, definitely. If they don't, they'll see the red radiating into the phone.
I just get lucky because my laugh changes so often.
I could change my laugh if I needed to.
Nah, I think the one you have now is funnier.
Yeah. What do you doubt?
I'm looking at different races.
Yo, that's racist.
You're fucking racist.
To be honest.
Fucking Deadpool armor.
That's some knockoff Deadpool armor. That's what he would wear to Halloween.
Okay, so to explain what's going on, I'm playing Skyrim, and I'm downloading some mods.
The special edition of Spyrim. Oh yes, I'm a spy, and I'm in Rim. But Skyrim special edition on the Xbox, you can download mods.
And
and he was looking around. He was looking at different races and different it's basically just the latest section of mods. And we saw a Deadpool one.
It was basically Lady Deadpool armor. But the shit was so low detail, it's fucking ridiculous.
It looked like, if you go on Google and look up let me see your phone.
You know my password. Give me your face. I might need to update it.
You might need to. But
also, you should know, this entire time I'm playing fucking Skyrim, I'm a fucking rant because I'm a Skyrim nerd.
He definitely is. Yeah, if you really go on to... does that look like it? If you go on Google and look up child Deadpool costume, Go to images. It should be the second one. It literally looks almost exactly like that. And it's hilarious. Because, like, go back to it on here. On Skyrim. Oh, those have the whites in the eyes. It's really the same photo. Anyway. But, oh, I found it.
If she calls, should we keep it on?
I found it.
Oh, God.
That is exactly what that looks like.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, if she calls, should we just keep going?
Oh, definitely. We should tell her what's happening and tell her to leave names out, but we should definitely do that.
Well, we never say each other's names, so that works.
True. But, if you go to Google and look up child Deadpool costume and go to the second image, that's almost exactly what it looks like. And it's hilarious. Because it looks so bad.
Yeah. Alpaca.
Alpaca. Okay, if I continue saying that, please stop making fun of me.
I'm going to forever.
I hate you.
It's like you won't let me live down running into a door I opened.
Or, it's a rock!
Okay. No. Okay, so I have a mod on Skyrim that's Immersive Citizens. And basically what it does is it makes it so, like, if you ever play Skyrim, the carriage drivers never get out of their carriages in the original game. Well, with this mod, what it does is it makes them have their own little camp or whatever. Well, he had gotten up and he had sat down on a rock. Well, my first reaction was, he's sitting on a rock!
But listen,
imagine,
no, hold on. Imagine the context of sitting there playing something on your phone, maybe listening to music. I don't remember what I was doing. But we were just sitting in the living room, he was playing the game, and I was like looking at something on my phone, and he was like, he's sitting on a rock! And the first thing that my mind went to was, it's not just a rock, it's a boulder! And for some reason, we just both started busting out laughing.
The kids are potatoes.
The kids are what? Okay, please say they're just walking potatoes.
The kids the kids in Skyrim have potato faces on people's bodies.
Oh, so it's just a potato head?
The fuck? I am not even going to fucking question it. Not so fast.
Stop. You violate the law. I shall kill you now.
Stop.
Oh, tell him what you said this morning. Like, as soon as you woke up, you went, ah, you're finally something.
Ah, you're finally awake.
That's what it was. He woke up, I was watching Beastars, and he went, ah, you're finally awake. And it was the funniest thing ever.
Also to mention, I woke up at like 4 in the morning for no reason.
Yeah, I still haven't fallen asleep and I have work at 5 o'clock tonight.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
A little bit. I need to sleep.
Yeah. No, you'll be fine.
If we keep on doing this until then, maybe.
Stop. You're finally awake.
Did you say stop? You're finally awake? No, listen, you're just in prison. They're just like, stop. You're finally awake. And then they just arrest you again for some reason. Arrest you from prison.
They just handcuff you and throw you in a different cell.
It's like the exact same cell, just one moved over.
Oh my god. I'm mad that I didn't fucking register that.
I don't think either one of us did until a few seconds after. Nice. What was the other thing that I keep making fun of you for? It was something you said.
Boy, I've said a lot of dumb shit.
You definitely have, but what was that one specific thing? It was in this room.
I don't remember.
But yeah, what he was talking about before this was him running into a door after he opened it, like, just imagine you're laying on your bed, and one of your friends is staying the night, and he tries to walk, or they try to walk in through the door, and all you hear is, ah! That's exactly what I heard. And I was like, what? Are you okay? What just happened? He went, I opened the door and ran into it. And I went, boy, how in the hell did you do that?
I'm very smart.
Yeah, smeared.
Smirch.
You're just smeared.
Titties.
Nice.
Titties.
Titties. Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Economy and crime.
Ooh, go down to crime. I want to see what happens there.
Oh, no, hang on. I'm trying to read this stuff first.
I don't care.
Double that makes sense.
Yeah.
Trespassing, horse thief, jail escape, murder, werewolf.
Werewolf?
You can become a werewolf, remember?
No?
You don't know about that?
No?
Okay, hang on. I'm doing that whole quest line just to show you. Should I do this?
Yeah.
At least it give me a reason to do a speed trap build.
Yeah. I mean, or you could just look up,
Well, I like doing
economics.
Yeah.
See if there's a business mod. Like, where you can open your own, like, little tavern.
Dude, that would be fucking badass.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to check to see if there's anything else. New Haven, big weapons.
We probably should have just propped my phone up to where it was showing the screen.
Yeah.
But that
Or-
would mean... That would mean they would be able to see you if you walked by.
Yeah. Or, you can get a capture card or something one day.
Yeah, that too.
And just have that, basically all this in the background and just play whatever.
I mean, to be honest,
The bonus.
if... Debussy.
The bus.
bdussy, that's what it is. To be honest, if I could take the, audio from this and put it over, like, random gameplay
Yeah.
that somebody else did, like if I asked them for permission to use it, it would probably be... Or hell, even if I just screen recorded that
Yeah.
while playing Spore, or, Simpsons Hit and Run
Yeah.
with a controller.
Or,
Actually, I might do that.
Yeah.
Start playing that right now and have enough for this.
Well, thing is, will they be able to hear you from there?
Hopefully.
Well, you're only like 5 feet away anyway.
And if not, I can move it
What
over
you
here.
what you might want to do is, I know it's going to be a pain in the ass, but try to move it a little more this way so you can sit kind of facing that way. So that you're not shouting
true.
at the wall.
I mean, I'm gonna have a controller,
True, yeah.
so I can literally just
But I'm saying for when
move
you're
that right there.
What I'm saying for when you're talking is just move it over a little bit so
Yeah.
that you're not shouting at the fucking wall when you're looking at it.
Shout into the wall.
Shout!
Foosh roar.
Foos! Rawr.
Foosh roar.
Retarded.
You're the one that thought of it. I forgot I was watching a movie.
Don't play anything by accident.
I'm turning the volume all the way down.
Man, we need to figure out how to play some music in the background. Just very subtle music. There is a YouTube channel called NCS. Or not. Yeah.
Hold on.
Why do you sound like you're fucking slapping the keyboard? Just, oh, bah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Boost rolled off.
What is it? Royalty free?
No, it's NCS literally.
No, literally just royal free music.
Yeah, royalty
Is that
free
what
music. But a lot of times when you do that and you put music over it, you have to put the description. Sometimes I'll put like in the description, I'll tell you copy this and then just put it into your.
That's not that hard.
I know. I'm just saying.
Let's see if this sounds good. Does that sound good?
I think you're perfect.
Hopefully they can hear it.
Yeah.
To be honest, do I have an aux cord?
Does that have Bluetooth?
That one's Bluetooth, but if I can, if I have an auxiliary cord, it has a port right there for an aux.
Well, I'm saying, does that not have Bluetooth?
If it does, it's really old and it won't work.
I could just. No, I was gonna say I could pull it up on my phone and do it, but never mind.
Yeah. She's probably gonna call you in a minute though.
What time is it? We have about 2 hours. She doesn't get up till about 9.
I thought she had to get up early today.
No, she has to get up. She'll get up about like 8:30, but still, she has to get up around 9. Because her mom has a doctor's appointment.
She has to go with her mom now?
She has to go with her mom everywhere.
Why?
Because her mom's a fucking Karen.
Found it.
Found it. Just don't play it overpowering.
Oh, I definitely will.
No.
Yes.
Seriously, don't actually.
I will.
You fucking cunt.
That was playing out of my headphones.
Well, we don't need a speaker.
We definitely don't need a speaker.
Turn it down just a little bit. Look in the description to make sure they don't have anything you need to put.
Oh.
Yeah, we're turning it down just a tad. Sorry guys, we hope this isn't too overpowering. We're trying to get some fucking music in the background for
I still hope you can hear it.
to kill the silence. That's pretty loud. Do like 75. That's close enough. Are we gonna talk
Should I
about
try
trans-
using OBS again, or just use the other thing?
What's the other one?
It's something I downloaded a while ago,
OBS should work fine, honestly.
but every single time I use it, it for some reason just doesn't.
What do you mean?
I could try.
You're gonna need to download a editor.
Go, get down! Trying to turn all this down.
You're a whore, Harry. Hell no.
What happened?
What? Why did I say that?
No, why did this happen?
The hell?
Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, it's because of the game.
What do you mean?
I put it on windowed, but on the same resolution as the screen, so it screwed with everything.
Sorry guys, he's setting stuff up real quick.
Yeah, sorry about this.
It got very quiet.
Yes, it did. Very.
This is why we play music, so we don't have to deal with silence. It's like why you play music when you're depressed, so you can't hear the voices inside your head.
Exactly.
You know somebody just said fucking mood.
There we go. Okay. I have figured it out. I am indeed not a genius.
You're a genius. Quit dropping shit.
Nope. It's way easier. Anyway, I figured it out. But now the only problem is I don't know how to edit anything.
It's not hard. If you get a good editor, it should basically be as simple as throwing that in there, cutting the video, throwing
See,
that
but I
video.
don't know what a good editor is. I need your help with that later.
Literally, Blender does it for you if you want. It's choppy as shit because it takes a lot to process, but it does work. Okay, so what we're gonna say about Karen?
Oh yeah. The funny thing is, her name is
Legitimately Karen.
from birth is Karen. And to be completely honest, she is one.
Yep.
She went to Walmart and yelled at an employee that was stalking because he didn't want to help her look for something. And I get it if he was just sitting there not stalking anything, but he's doing the job that he was told to do.
Yeah, and paid for.
He isn't one of the people that's always walking around the store looking for people that need help. And the funny thing is, she even said that there was someone the aisle over that could have helped her, but she chose that guy because he was closer.
Oh yeah, might want to mention she's like 500 pounds.
Yeah, she's somewhere around there.
Like literally every time we sit, like one time me, him, and her had to pile into a car. That together is about 1,000 pounds altogether. The car was fucking struggling.
But, yeah, I don't remember what story I was going to tell about her.
You didn't tell her about when she gave me the car, with the car and decided we tried to tell me to give her the money for the rims if I ever sold them.
I think that was more of a, we spent over $1,000 on this car.
Yeah.
I at least want like 25% of the profits.
No, she wanted all of it back.
Oh.
Like I can understand getting most, like all of it, or like a quarter of it. But she was like, "You gotta give me all that." I'm like, you realize that firstly, 10 to 1, nobody's looking for those rims. 10 to 1, they're just gonna be used for like burnout tires or some shit. So somebody's gonna pay at most like maybe $400.
Maybe less.
Yeah.
Because those tires weren't even that good. But, the reason we thought about doing this podcast is because we have a lot of weird thoughts that we just talk to each other about.
Yeah. Or just weird fucking arguments.
Yeah, or those.
The fuck?
What? What?
With the thing hovering over?
Oh, I didn't even see the thing.
If she wants to exit. No. Oh.
But, I think we got into an argument yesterday over literally nothing. I'm pretty sure we were just sitting... No, I was cleaning my room and I kept on hitting you.
Yeah, because you're fucking hitting me.
Yeah!
It's abusive.
I literally said it was over nothing and I was like, wait, no, I was hitting him.
Oh, yeah, it's totally nothing.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You're used to it. Didn't your father used to do it too?
Well, fuck you. You're not wrong, but fuck you.
It's probably not the best thing to bring up on a podcast.
Eh, whatever.
But,
Just somebody starts making like a whole fucking lore behind everything. Like, the fuck?
Just like, we don't know who these people are, but he got abused as a child, and he's an idiot.
They're both idiots.
And the lore is they're dead. Like, what? But...
When I watch them back and I throw it back.
If I throw it back, is it fast enough? How? How was I boosted?
Boosted.
Boosted. The doors are saying wibbly wobbly. I'm coming for that property.
Hippity hoppity when we're property.
Brett! On the podcast!
Secretly owns a woman's slave trade.
Oh my god! That's horrible to think about, but that would be hilarious if it actually happened. Not hilarious, that would be horrible either way, but...
No, it's actually funny.
Dude! This music is amazing. I hope I have enough room on my phone for an hour. I didn't even think about that.
You want to shut it off at an hour and just see how it goes?
Maybe. I mean, we could just wait till it ends.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, play this until we have enough for the audio.
Dude, I just realized something.
What?
With your new computer coming in, we could have a whole podcast set up on it.
Yeah. I mean, hell, even with this, we could probably have a whole podcast set up.
Yeah, but it's also really janky with recordings.
True. I mean, all I'd have to do is get two okay-ish microphones, and I have this right here. It's really just a
Splitter, yeah.
yeah. Actually, no. Actually, this probably wouldn't work.
That's a reverse splitter.
Yeah. I need a regular splitter. But what are those? Maybe $10?
Yeah.
At the very most. So those aren't that bad to come by.
Yeah.
If we really need to, we can just get two headsets that have microphones on them.
Yeah.
Or get two microphones that have splitter on them.
Yeah.
To be honest, after this, I'm probably gonna lay down.
We'll just cut it off now. You can go ahead.
Nah. I'm gonna wait till I feel tired enough to actually pass out.
Take your medicine. There you go.
Nah. That's for at night. If I take it now, I'm not gonna wake up for work. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't show up. So I'm the only one closing today.
And remember to order me a drink when we drop you off.
Nah. Gotta get those hit and run points, my guy.
Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
The fucking stomp child's hidden.
Oh my gosh, okay. So, if you didn't hear what he just said, he said stomp the child's head in. He was playing...
I was playing
Which
Walking...
episode was it?
I was playing Walking Dead, I think it was episode 4 or 5. It's Around Every Corner. And, if you haven't... I'm not gonna spoil too much. Because it's actually a pretty good game. You should
It's
play.
an old-ass game. If we're spoiling it for somebody, they haven't lived yet.
Still.
Okay, whatever.
Because it took me forever to find it.
The game?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I never played games like that. Because I always was stuck with just random games that I would just get for gifts or whatever. And I never really buy games off the bat. So when I finally found it, that's why. But anyway, there's a scene where the character Kenny, you'll meet him pretty soon in the first episode, actually.
I'm pretty sure it's within the first,
Like 20
maybe
minutes.
not even 30 minutes.
Yeah. But you meet Kenny. Well, long story short, some stuff happens with his family. And you have to go up the stairs in a house that you get locked in. And there's a child up there that had starved to death and wound up turning. Well, I went up to him, and you have 3 different options essentially. You can either shoot the child, stomp the child's head in, or
Wrench it.
yeah, or whatever weapon you have.
Yeah.
And well, he was watching Beastars actually.
No, it wasn't Beastars. It was I think it's words bubble up like soda pop, I think.
Yeah, whatever.
And out of nowhere, I hear because I was wearing headphones. All I hear is and I'm like, did he call me? So I take off my headset, and he just over here. Should I stomp the child's head in?
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
imagine watching like a romance show that you were like, you're like, oh, these two characters are fixing it together, and out of nowhere, should I stomp this child's head in?
Yes.
Like, no, you don't just. Have you seen that meme where it's Peter Griffin going to talk to Quagmire, and he's like, I just sat down.
Oh yeah.
That's how I felt. I was like, I just sat down to this conversation. Why is it the first thing you have to say to me?
Yeah.
That's not how you start a conversation.
Nope, totally how you start a conversation. Goes up to a cute girl. Can I stomp a
Child's
child's head in?
She would think you're fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest, knowing you, she would probably like it.
Yeah. You're a faggot. Do.
Oh god, it's hurting my eyes. The Skyrim mod screen.
Your mod holder is loaded.
That sounded like it hurt.
I did that now after fart.
What? It sounded like a cannon.
You're fucking weird.
You're the one that smacked your stomach and said, oh, now I need to fart. Boom!
Yeah, fuck you.
So yesterday, what was it? For me, it was technically lunch, but for you, it was probably dinner. We went to Golden Corral.
No, I have been snacking on stuff, so it would have been dinner.
Oh. But we went to Golden Corral, and on the way there, my little sister had to sit in the trunk region.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 fat people in the back and 2 people were already in the front. Like, where was she gonna sit? In the middle of us? We would have squished her. So she sat back there on the way there. I was like, I could totally fit back there. And I did. I fit back there surprisingly well for how big I am. And how? No, fuck. Anyway, I got real mad real quick.
What happened?
I got busted.
Oh.
You should be busting in.
Fucking that shit busting.
It should be busting in. But yeah, on the way back, I probably spent 40 minutes in there?
Yeah.
And it was really comfortable. But as soon as we got home, I was like, let me out of here. Because I was laying on one arm, and my mother has a Prius Prime, remind you. There's not a lot of room in the back.
All you hear as it drives by, I'm gay.
I'm gay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're a faggot.
Damn. How old is that? That had to be like last year.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was last year because you were living with us.
Yeah. Hi, Dragon.
That was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Oh my god. I feel old now.
You feel bitch what?
Yeah, don't know why. Just do. I mean, I do have really bad back pain, so that's probably another reason why I feel old. But
Yeah.
thankfully, I have really overpowered ibuprofen.
He's a druggie.
Huh?
He's a druggie.
To be honest, maybe.
To be honest.
To be honest.
To boner.
A banger.
Beppis.
But, while I was in the back of the car, I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about if we were able to come up with technology to become a hive mind, would people want to do it, and why would they want to do it? Because of, like, most of us want to be ourselves.
Yeah.
But in doing that, we try to be other people. And they were talking about how if we actually did that, we would try to live by ourselves, but have too many voices in our head telling us to be someone else.
Yeah.
Because we're technically all connected in that aspect.
Yeah.
So, like, what's your take on that?
Well, you've got to think about it. What if schizophrenia is basically advanced hive mind? Because you got to think about what you just said. Because if you think about how schizophrenia acts with some people, how it's mostly voices instead of visions, it would make a lot of sense. And, I feel like that's already becoming a thing. Like, I heard something a few days ago about what if autism, ADHD, stuff like that is actually evolution to the next stage. Like, now it's kind of a hindrance.
Yo, I'm so big brain, I'm above evolution. Yeah.
But
if y'all don't know, y'all shouldn't, hopefully. I have really bad ADHD and he's autistic.
yeah, and ADHD on top of that.
Yeah, which is not a good mix.
But like I was saying, like I feel like it would. I feel like, but like I was saying, like it's supposed to be the next evolution. So like now it's a hindrance, but like who knows? In like 10 years, it could be like something that you need. Something.
Yeah,
that
because
you function.
ADHD, you hyper focus on stuff you like.
Yeah.
Imagine if somebody really liked engineering.
Yeah.
They could hyper focus on that and get 30 years of research done in an hour or two
Yeah.
because they're just so focused on it that they can read stuff really fast. Like I hyper focus on games a lot. Like I can only spend 7 hours on a game and figure out 90% of stuff in the game.
Yeah. But
And-
but my thought process was, yeah, that makes sense because yes, you hyper focus, but you also, if you can't find something to hyper focus on and you start jumping around different things, you learn several different things. So you're
Which
not
then you can hyper focus on.
exactly. Like in my case, I know fucking random shit for no apparent reason. So I know a shit ton of stuff, but I can't focus on one thing at a time all the time. Like I get spurts. Like some days I'm into cars, some days I'm into games, some days I'm into fucking
Haircuts.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
We were really talking about beards the other day.
yeah,
It was like,
really-
what if beards were the next thing? Even though they were a thing like 3 years ago.
Yeah. But I think since paganism has started to come in, I think it's starting to become a thing again. Like trying to become an actual thing. But what the fuck? Hang on. Crap, what was I thinking? But you learn different things over time, and it becomes useful. Because why would I ever need to know how to make gunpowder out of urine?
What?
Yeah, I saw a video like a few years ago, and it taught you how to make gunpowder out of urine. Literally, you need charcoal, sodium, I can't remember, sodium something. I think it's just straight sodium. And
Sodium metal?
no, the powder.
Oh.
And you basically crush it up, or you basically take your urine, and if you let it sit long enough, it actually crystallizes.
Yeah.
What you do is you take it, you crush it up to a fine powder, you mix it all together with, I think it's like 1 part the urea or whatever the fuck it's called, 1 part sodium, and 2 parts charcoal, if I'm correct. Or it might be 1 part of all 3. And you mix it all together, and it's actually slightly more explosive than standard gunpowder.
So it's more unstable?
Basically, yeah.
So it wouldn't be good for an actual gun then?
It wouldn't be. It'd be more used for like a cannon. You could use it technically in a gun if you needed to.
Like an old-timey musket?
No, I'm just talking like in general. Yes, you could use it. It's just 10 to 1, you're gonna blow the case out. Yes, it would damage your gun, but if you're in a pinch, like you legitimately need a gun, I doubt you'd care about slight damage over time. And if you can get, if you have the machine tools, you could easily just repair the weapon.
Back to hive mind talk.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was, what they talked about in the podcast was that there was these Siamese twins that were conjoined at the brain, so they could hear each other's thoughts. And
Oh shit! I've never thought of that.
for some reason, one of them passed out, and the other one was like, I can't hear her thoughts anymore.
Yeah.
And she started freaking out because that's all she's ever known. What if we get to a point where we get technology good enough to read each other's minds to become a hive mind, and our connection fails? What will we think?
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, we're either dead or we need to turn ourselves in because we did something wrong.
Yeah. Or what about like the people that have voices already, schizophrenia? If they became part of the hive mind,
You would also hear their...
this is what I'm thinking though.
Yeah.
No, what I'm thinking is, yes, you would hear the voices, but what if when you connect with somebody else, the voices go away? That person, anybody with schizophrenia, in my opinion, I think it wouldn't bother them as much.
Huh.
Because they would have been dealing with that for however long. So,
What if they didn't know they had schizophrenia?
even regardless, even slight, like, thoughts, like, just random thoughts you have. Because, in my case, I have a million thoughts a minute. And, it gets annoying as shit because I'd love to be able to just sit there and just think about nothing for 5 minutes. But, nope. And, but, like, I feel like if you had schizophrenia, it wouldn't bother you as much. But, possibly, or, oh shit. What if the schizophrenia somehow transferred to the other person?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like, you would be able to...
No,
hear.
I'm talking like legitimately transferred. Like, you can hear them, but then they switch over to the other person somehow for a split second, and the connection drops. That person would be stuck with the schizophrenia, is what I'm thinking.
No, because if
or
if that
like,
does happen, then there's a major malfunction with the hardware. It's not something that can easily be fixed.
or what about if schizophrenia somehow,
That's a transfer of conscience. That's not
exactly.
That's not just being a part of a hive mind. That's completely altering the brain.
Exactly. But what about like if fucking word. Oh yeah, what if schizophrenia actually multiplied? So it stayed with the host originally, then got transferred to somebody else, and then connection drops. Well, they're like, okay, maybe it's just the person, so they try a different person. Multiplies, transfers again, to the point to where it doesn't manifest itself automatically. But then after it transfers to about 100,000 people, they all activate at once, essentially. They basically all start showing themselves.
So kind of like there's this one, I think it's a type of ant that has this ability where they can not read each other's minds, but do this specific set of tasks at the exact same time without having to tell or give a scent of what they're actually doing. They think of it and they do it.
Yeah. But my thought, like what I'm thinking is they all start showing themselves. What's gonna stop schizophrenia if it somehow evolves to take control of the body to begin to spread itself to the point that it basically becomes a epidemic? Like, it goes to every single person in the world.
Doesn't schizophrenia, like, over time just damage you completely to where you can't think anymore?
Yeah. Well, okay, sort of. Basically, you either it hits you hard enough to where you can't think. You can still think, but your mind has basically gone so much under stress it can't function right anymore. So that it basically gives up fighting, and it basically just lets whatever happens happen. And yeah, like that was like I don't know, that's too trippy. Or like what if they somehow made hive mind to a bio component instead of hardware. Like instead of doing like a neural link, it's a legitimate bio component that's basically connected straight to your brain.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how they would do it.
What if
they would make it mandatory for you to get it, and once you got it, if you lost connection, you would have to either A, turn yourself in, or B, try to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
In which case, you would probably kill yourself in doing that.
But what I'm thinking is, what if schizophrenia or any mental diseases like that learns that and shuts it off itself?
There would technically be like a computer virus.
Exactly. This is what I'm thinking. Take ADHD for a second. Somebody with ADHD, they want to read up on it, they're going to read up on it. What if their ADHD somehow... What if ADHD is technically kind of consciousness instead? It's not really much of a mental, it's more of a conscience. So, you read up on it. It takes that knowledge that you know and uses it against you. It basically disconnects from everybody else, but only long enough to be able to basically understand what the biocomponent is and get into a back door, essentially. So what I'm imagining is shuts off, learns itself, shuts itself, or turns itself back on, finds somebody else with ADHD, then teaches it, and it basically, like you said, a computer virus. It basically just spreads, and then it learns how to communicate with other mental illnesses and spreads even more. Here's where I think it would get interesting.
Would it get to the point where it's just kill yourself?
Either kill yourself or it's got full control over it. You've got full control over it.
To where the disease is living?
Yeah. Or what I'm thinking is you have, or like, it's not going to kill you. What I'm thinking is you have control over the hive mind now. To where you could be disconnected, but what you do is you take a 4-year-long span of thoughts, you put it on repeat, to where you're still connected, but you're not, so they don't know that you're connected.
But you're reliving the exact same...
Not you. It's a whole... It's basically... Your mind think of it as a supercomputer. Your mind takes a storage system, finds a way to make a storage system to store that 4 years of thoughts and whatever.
And just loops it?
Loops it to where it's not interfering with your thoughts at all. Your thoughts are nowhere connected to the hive mind anymore. The storage is connected straight to the hive mind. So you're still on the radar, but you're also not. What it is your thoughts are also replaying your location. So if they can track you via location, your thoughts, wherever you're at, is your location. Where it gets tricky is what I'm thinking is after the whole loop is done, after the 4 years, instead of looping back exactly the same and starting to get suspicious,
they alter it,
reverses, then scrambles again, and it does that. It basically, think about, if you have, just say you have 1,000 thoughts in
a year,
yeah,
or a month, maybe.
Yeah, about a month. Well, let's just do 1,000 thoughts a year, just to make it a little simple. 1,000 thoughts scrambled, you'd have 1,000 different ways to make that.
True.
But realistically, you get 1,000 thoughts about a day. So
Probably even a million.
yeah,
Just in the back of your mind.
yeah.
Not even
So
the ones that you think
there's
about.
basically almost an infinite amount of ways to scramble that to throw everything off.
But what I was thinking is, you know how some people think there is no such thing as death?
Yeah,
That you just keep on repeating your life over and over and over again?
yeah,
What if they just do that
yeah. Ow.
and they are now conscious?
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is, you know where it would get interesting? People with DID. Dissociative identity disorder.
Or they have different personalities?
Multiple personality disorders. Imagine how interesting that would be. Because each one has control over the body.
Yeah.
And some people have over 1,000.
And they would each have different memories.
Yes.
So they could make you think that all of those are one.
That would be a way to get DID noticed, to know a real disease, and on top of that, that they're different people. Because you could simply just take one person with DID and one person without it. You connect them together. You let them live together for 1 year. They can learn so much in that 1 year because of that.
Maybe even like 3 days later.
Yeah.
Because if you connect them by the brain, and you find a way to like fully connect them,
Yeah.
as I said with the Siamese twins, they could connect thoughts.
Yeah.
They could hear each other's thoughts. So then it would transfer to the other person, and they'd be like, "Oh, we all did this, 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 and this,"
Yeah.
and go back over. But like, we taught him everything we could.
Yeah.
And they learn different stuff, and they go back and teach them,
Yeah.
and it's just a repeating process.
Yeah. To the point to where, because what I'm thinking,
I'm getting chills.
there are some people that believe that DID is fake. Well, I've had
If you think that, you're stupid. But
I've had a bad experience with somebody that faked it, and I might go into that story in a little bit.
if we have enough time,
Yeah, but
I'm gonna stop this at 30. We have like 15 more minutes.
but some people think it's fake. Yes, there are people that'll fake it for attention.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like my little sister with Tourette's.
Yeah.
She's like, I have Tourette's, but
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
What I'm thinking is, what?
What if what you were talking about happens with Tourette's?
Oh fuck.
Like you were thinking about the entire other side of mental disorders.
Yeah.
What if we just go with the ones that aren't
They're neurological.
thought-wise?
They're neurological.
Yeah.
I don't think that would affect it. Here's why. It's neurological. Your mind isn't doing it. It's literally muscle spasms, basically. The only thing that would be the verbal ones.
Yes, exactly.
Physical, no.
Which,
Verbal, yes.
but you know how I think it was either the Google Home or the Alexa that had a virus on it a few years back, where somebody could connect to it and say whatever they wanted to, and then leave, and then you'd be like, Alexa, what did you say?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be able to say it again because they didn't say it.
Yeah.
It was the person that did. So what if someone with Tourette's could accidentally transfer that to somebody else for 5 to 10 minutes maybe,
Yeah.
and they say something in the worst possible context?
Yeah.
That
Like
could
on a
be
plane.
deadly.
Like on a plane. I have a bomb. The fuck?
Yeah, that could be deadly.
That'd be a way to rat out a fucking terrorist.
How would you know?
No,
Wait,
it wouldn't be
if
any more
it was
terrorists.
Exactly! Wait! We figured out how to stop terrorism. Wait a damn minute.
I love how our conversation went from stupid shit.
Yeah,
to
to
fucking-
stomping a child's head to stopping terrorism.
But
Stomping in a child's head to terrorism. God. We're gonna be on a watch list after this.
definitely.
I'm gonna be. This is on my account. I'm gonna be on a watch list after this. You're gonna be fine and dandy. If they come after me, I'm saying it was all him. all him. All his fault. He told me to do it.
That man touched me.
That man touched me.
But,
Remember that dude that looked exactly like you at the Golden Corral?
fucking, he was creepy as shit.
He was creepy as shit, but he looked exactly like you.
I'm creepy, but he's creepy.
He had the I'm gonna kill you eyes. You have the I'm friendly but leave me alone eyes.
Yeah. And on top of that, his man titties were bigger than most girls.
So are yours. So are mine.
No, I'm talking like, did you not see his? Like, literally, his hung down like to here.
Are you sure that wasn't just a second fat roll?
No, I'm sure, because I literally saw the nipples, because his nipples were hard for some reason.
It was a little chilly in there.
Yeah. I love that we just went from fucking stopping terrorism to fucking this.
Yeah, like how we just stopped talking about that. But like, imagine if it became mandatory. You know, there would be people like, you know, anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
Like, they're putting chips in our system, like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no shit, you're literally putting a chip in your system.
Now they're forcing us to literally put
Yeah.
a chip in our brain to be able to read other people's thoughts.
Here's what I'm thinking. Before they bring it out to the public, all the government has to have it first.
Like everyone in the military.
Literally every single person has to have it. That would also, because, yes, like the coronavirus vaccine.
They aren't making that mandatory yet, though.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
At least not in Texas.
yeah,
I know in, I think it's California, they're trying to force it a little harder, but...
And, but like, I feel like if they're gonna make something mandatory, the first people should be every single person in the government. Military, president, all that should get it done.
And the people after that would be
the
people that trust their government the most.
Yeah.
Like business people.
Yeah. Because I feel like if they didn't do that, the catch would be is the government could keep an eye on us the entire time. Because
But we could also keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Because if they all had one, we could read their thoughts.
No, what I'm saying is, if they didn't have it, they decided not to do it, but they said they did. But they kept it with us. Or they just gave it to us. They could keep an eye on all of us. And that'd be a way to stop rapists and pedophilia, by the way. Because
Unless they're in the government, which, as you can tell by guys like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say anything, but possibly higher government officials like our last president and a few presidents before that.
Yeah.
Possibly even this one now. To be honest, have you seen it? But, like, not to get like political or anything.
Yeah.
Because I know if we go down that rabbit hole, we're gonna be talking for hours.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure we already started talking about that. Fuck. Anyway. But
Imagine just cutting it off there and just somebody's pissed off about this.
yeah. But just imagine, like what you're saying is, they say they did it, but they didn't.
69, nice.
They've what? Where? Wait, what?
Games, 69.
Nice. Anyway, what if in doing that they made their own corruption? Like they're already starting to do it small scale.
Yeah.
By embezzling and tons of other stuff.
Yeah.
But within doing that, they could say, yeah, we did this.
Yeah.
And alter everyone's brains into thinking, oh yeah, they said it. Like, they thought it. They must have done it. Like, yeah, we fucking did this.
Yeah.
They could literally just have...
full control.
Yeah.
They could honestly... If the president were to able to get hold of shit like that...
It would be worse than a nuke.
Yeah. Because...
It's not just... my thought process of being in a hive mind isn't just thoughts.
Yeah.
It's the thought process and the
ability,
action of doing so.
And the ability to corrupt all that.
Yes. So what they could do is be like, your neighbor's gonna kill you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thought process, I should do something about that.
Yeah.
Action, kill all of my neighbors.
Yeah. Wait!
Exactly! You don't think about it. You just do.
You're the neighbor.
Technically, yeah. Because your neighbors,
Yeah.
you're their neighbor.
Yeah.
Their neighbors are somebody else's neighbor.
Yeah.
So it's an infinite loop
Yeah.
of just murder.
Yeah. But, you know, what I'm thinking is, President gets a hold of it. Votes in elections,
Would be rigged.
yeah, they'd be rigged ridiculously.
And even people that wanted to be elected,
Yeah.
they couldn't because they would have to get their thing removed.
Yeah.
And in the interview process of documentation of that, they would be reading it
Yeah.
and reading it in their head.
Yeah.
So they would be saying it out loud.
Yeah.
So they would have to be already either in the military or higher up in the government food chain.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is, what if there's no way to gain control. That's what I'm thinking. There's no way to gain control, but you can still read thoughts, like you're saying. The elections would be way easier.
To rig.
No, not to rig. Because what I'm thinking is, if they say something, you can hear their back thoughts. So they say one good thing, back of their heads are going to be a bad one.
But that would also mean that they would have to get it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If everybody has it, the elections would be both easier and harder. Because there's always going to be a back to something you say, no matter what.
You could say, I actually like that person.
Yeah.
And back in your mind, like, I could totally kill them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And not feel sorry about it.
But there's, like, but you know you're not going to do it. It's just, it's an intrusive thought. So, like, that would basically help determine who has the better idea. Who has the better plan, essentially.
But they could also be I was going to say psychopath, but I don't really know the definition of psychopath and sociopath.
Socio, I think, is more emotional.
Yeah, they could be... They could alter their thought process.
Yeah.
Through, I guess, training. And people be like, why are they... That's a little weird, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And when they run for the election, since you're in a hive mind, you'll be like, isn't that... No, it's probably somebody else.
Yeah.
And then they'll say something in the back of their mind, they're like, I really like this person. They should get elected.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you're a good person. And at the end, they're like, I have rule over you now.
Yeah.
I can literally launch nukes now.
Yeah.
I could kill all of you in a split second.
Yeah. Sociopath. A person...
Did you seriously look that up?
Yes.
God.
A person with personality disorder manifesting itself as extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and lack of conscience. I feel called out.
You are.
High School Psycho. Yes. The term psychopath is used to describe someone who is callous, unemotional, and morally deprived. With the term isn't officially mentally health diagnosis. It is often used in clinical and legal settings.
We seem to be running out of time.
Yeah. We've been doing this for what?
An hour, 30 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think we should start shutting down.
Yeah. Well, there's not really that much shut down. All I have to do is press a button, but...
Yeah.
Uh,
we should be back, I don't know, maybe this afternoon after you sleep. Or hell, even tomorrow, probably.
oh, probably tonight.
Yeah, when we get back.
Yeah.
A
But this probably isn't going to go up for...
few hours or day or so.
at least until midnight.
Yeah. So,
Anyway,
if anybody does see this, comment what you think, and we'll get back to you.
this was the first episode of
Fuck, what's the name again?
the bdussy podcast.
The bdussy podcast.
Anyway, I'm thinking we should probably call this one the Mindfuck. Because we went from stomping a child's head in to...
Stopping terrorism.
yeah. And then political corruption with hive mind thoughts.
Also, guys, real quick. Sorry, one more thought. If you have any thoughts or like general ideas we should talk about, we'll look into.
Or just stories that you think would be interesting for us to have our thoughts on.
Hell, we'll even do a Q&A if you want.
To be honest, if he learns editing, I will totally let him do this shit. And we could literally pull up the questions, and we could literally just talk about them for, probably 20 minutes.
Give me an hour and I'll figure that shit out.
Hell, the computer's right here.
Yeah, just give us a couple ideas, give us some questions, and we'll get back to you. The first rendition of Q&A, if we do get Q&A, will not probably be the best quality, because it tend to want to just be reading off a few questions, but we will mention your name.
Your username.
Yeah. So, leave your name, or leave us your question, give us some ideas, we'll look into it, and we'll see you next time.
Hell, even some of them we might just pull right off the thing and be like, well, saw this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been the first episode of
The bdussy podcast.
And
We'll see you next time.
I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.